Hello and welcome to Level Up with LEDVANCE. I'm Lynette Schaefer, and today I'm going to be talking about the Opti-Select UFO and the Opti-Select Linear High Bay by LEDVANCE. Now, today we currently have over 10 products now featuring Opti-Select. No matter if you're using it for an outdoor application or for an indoor application, what Opti-Select is all about is multiple distributions without having to do a lens swap and also without having to open the luminaire. This, of course, ensures longevity from water or moisture since the luminaire doesn't actually have to be open. And it also allows for flexibility in the field, inventory reduction, because you've got so many SKUs that now can be accomplished with just one product. It also allows for precision aiming. And of course, in outdoor applications, it really does help eliminate light trespass. Now, besides Opti-Select for outdoor products, we now offer Opti-Select for interior applications too. So we've got our track head, we have our PAR 38, and then the two that we're talking about today is the Opti-Select UFO and the Opti-Select Linear High Bay, which are both 100% game changers. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the UFO Opti-Select product first. So here we have the UFO Opti-Select, and it has a ton of features, all right? So first of all, it comes with an open hook, and the open hook is really ideal because it allows for flexible installation and also easy maintenance. The ability to quickly detach the luminaire without the need for unscrewing or disassembling components can reduce downtime and also streamline the maintenance process too. Installation is also made easier with a 6-foot power cable as well as a 6-foot dimming cord as well. There's also an optional junction box. A lot of people forget about this, but this is a junction box accessory, which allows for several key advantages. For one, it will enhance security and safety. It does do a really nice job of organizing your wires and making your drop wherever you need it to go. It also allows for easy maintenance, sometimes compliance with regulations, and it can also protect against environmental factors. And it also allows for a little bit more versatility when it comes to installation. Something else about this UFO, just like the other UFOs that we have, is that it does have a pendant mount or surface mount accessory kit. And don't forget, reflector or refractor. The big thing with this is that a lot of people forget to add the reflector or the refractor. So reflectors are nice in the event that you're mounting this, say, 25-foot or above. It's going to allow you to push that light down onto the ground. If you're mounting height between 15 and 22, you probably really don't need anything. If you are below 15 feet, though, you may want to consider a refractor. That's going to help push the light out to the sides and also a little bit down. And of course, it doesn't hurt to maybe think about adding a lens to the bottom of that refractor because it will help provide a little bit more visual comfort. There's also a wire guard, which is this guy right here. The wire guard connects directly to the luminaire. That's like our other UFOs, directly to it. So you would not use the wire guard with a reflector or a refractor. Now, there's also an optional EMBB. This is going to install right where the hook is. That hook will come out. This will install right on the top of that. And what's great about this is it's going to provide you that temporary light when there are power disruptions. There's also a nice little remote that you can use to test it to make sure it's working in accordance with the emergency battery backup that you need. This is, of course, going to help get people out of the building or at least allow them to see in the event that they're trying to, wait for the power to come back on. So let's talk about the UFO first. So this is a value class Opti-Select UFO. There are a ton of features. Each UFO does come with an open hook, which is ideal for quick, flexible installations and, of course, easy maintenance. The ability to quickly detach the luminaire without the needs for unscrewing or disassembling components reduces downtime, and it also does streamline the maintenance process and even the installation process too. Installation is also made easy with the 6-foot dimming cord as well as a 6-foot power cord. There's also an optional junction box accessory. This allows for several key advantages, including enhanced safety, organized wiring, improved aesthetics. It just looks nicer. And it will also give you a little bit more versatility when you go to mount it as well. This is a separate accessory. Now, there's also a pendant mount or surface mount accessory kit available. And we can't forget, just like all of our UFOs, we do have a reflector or a refractor, as well as a lens that goes with the refractor. So first of all, This product can certainly be mounted 15 to 22 feet, not a problem. But if you are mounting above, say, 25 feet, you probably want to consider trying to push that light down a little bit, and a reflector will do exactly that. If you are lower than 15 feet, you may want to think about a refractor, because that's going to eliminate that cave effect. It's going to do a little bit better job lighting up the ceiling. And you may even want to think about adding a lens when you have those lower mounting heights, because it's going to help with visual comfort too. Now, there's also a wire guard, just like there's a wire guard for the rest of our UFOs. And that wire guard will attach directly to the luminaire. So that wire guard does not attach to the reflector or the refractor. Now, there's also the buoy. This is an EMBB, and this attaches directly where that hook. So the hook would come out, this would attach right directly into the top of it. And this is great because it's going to protect against power failures. So if there is a power failure, it's going to turn the light on, and then people are going to either be able to vacate the building or at least be able to see if they're waiting for the power to turn back on. The other nice thing about this product is that it is wattage selectable, which you can find those switches right here on the side of the driver housing. Okay, simply unscrew the cover and then you can screw it back on. Now, keep in mind, this product is an IP65, IK08, and NSF rated luminaire. So it does have a little gasket in here to make sure that everything gets sealed up in the event that you do want to change the wattage. The bottom middle of the luminaire is where you're going to find your beam option. You've got the option of 60, 90, and 105 degrees. And of course, that's going to give you better light where you need it and also help to reduce glare. And there's also the CCT selector switches right here as well. The other thing you're going to notice is in the center here is a receptacle. This is a screw-in receptacle, and this means that the product is controls ready. What that means is you can easily add, say, a PIR standalone control sensor. There we go. All right. Or you could, if you didn't want PIR, you could go with a microwave. All right. And I know this one's bronze, but you can get it in white as well. Okay. Or if you wanted to, you could also incorporate our Link system, which is a network lighting control system, which is also DLC approved. Just know that you do need an adapter, and it's going to work just like so. And then that's going to allow you to attach it right directly onto the luminaire like so. Pretty nifty design. All of these features all together means customization for whatever project you're working on, enhanced user experience, and of course, operational efficiencies, absolutely at its finest. The other thing I'll mention too, because some people forget this, as I almost did, see how you can see a little bit in here, the switches. It actually does come with a little cover, a little cap like this. So that can go right in there, and then you can attach your control solution. So don't forget that also comes in the box. It makes it look a little bit nicer as well. So let's go ahead and get into some of the key specifications of this product. All right, next up is the value class Opti-Select linear high bay. And the features of this is easy installation, versatility. It does ship with the V hooks in a nice little plastic bag, along with chain. The chain is a 3-foot chain. There's also optional surface mount brackets. That works like so, and these are optional. So they would attach right directly on the back of the luminaire, like so. And also you do have a pendant mount kit available too, which is going to go right in the center of the luminaire. Okay. The other nice thing about this product is that you do have the option of a 5-foot and a 10-foot aircraft cable kit. And there's also wire guards available for this too. As you can kind of see on our older first generation product right here, it also has a wire guard available. Now, of course, since this is the Opti-Select version of our linear high bays, there are 3 selectable beam angles, and they are located right directly on the back, which is so simple to get to. You have the option of 90 by 90, 45 by 100, or 65 by 90. This, of course, allows for better quality of light, putting it exactly where you need it to go. And of course, you can't forget too, is that when you're lighting an aisle versus lighting, say, a general production area, it takes typically 2 different types of beam distributions, at least, sometimes even more than that. The other nice thing about this is that not only do you have your beam switches on the back of the luminaire, but right here, it also allows you to select your CCT, and you're also going to find your wattage selectability here on the back too. Now, this product is extremely durable. It has a white power-coated body, UV stabilized polycarbonate lens, so it has that robust, durable design. It too, just like the UFO, is also controls ready, so you can easily add your controls, whether it is a PIR standalone sensor, a microwave, or a network lighting control like I did on this one right here. Same exact setup, same exact design, which makes it so simple. And of course, we can't forget with our linear Opti-Select product, we have some made to order options too. One of these is the EMBB. So we will actually mount the EMBB to the back of the luminaire and ship it out. So you don't have to worry about having to install that. Your contractor doesn't have to worry about installing that. The other thing is that we can do whips, cords, plugs, you name it. You can think of it. We'll try to get it done through our made to order feature. Also, as a side note, if you do decide to mount an EMBB in the field, you can do that, but you cannot mount an EMBB to the luminaire with a pendant mount because this pendant mount would actually be in the way, and you don't want to really put the EMBB on one side of the luminaire or the other because it could make it so it's not exactly sturdy. Okay. So let's go ahead and deep dive a little bit further into the key specifications of the Opti-Select UFO and also the Opti-Select Linear High Bay. All right, so on to some additional specifications of the value class Opti-Select UFO. This product is UL, DLC Premium, FCC RoHS. It is also NSF certified, as well as NEMA 4X and wet location. It has an impact rating of 0.8, making this product suitable for diverse settings like production facilities, warehouses, and food storage facilities. It's also controls ready, and the biggest feature is it has Opti-Select, allowing you to select from 3 different distributions, 60, 90, and 105 degrees by simply using a switch. Now, there are 5 models ranging from the S100 to the S300 with 3 wattage selectable options and 3 CCT selectable options of 35, 4,000, and 5,000 K, which is excellent because it aids in ensuring the right lumen output and the right CCT is used for that specific application, as well as the different environments, and it provides the greatest amount of customization during installation and, of course, inventory reduction. Now, lumens range from as low as 9,000 to as high as 45,000 and up to 150 lumens per watts. Options include black or white housing, 120 to 347 or 277 to 480, and all of them come in 0 to 10 volt dimming. There are also 2 sizes depending upon wattage, which is roughly 12.2 diameter and also the 15.4 inch in diameter. They perform well in temperature ratings of negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. They have a super impressive rated life of 100,000 hours at L70, which means at 100,000 hours, there will be just 30% less light than what it was on day one. That's over 11 years if continuously burned. And these are amazing specifications, and it truly does emphasize the durability of these luminaires. So here are the NAID codes for this product, and you can also scan the QR code for additional specifications. Now, let's talk about some additional specifications on the value class Opti-Select Linear High Bay. This product is UL certified, DLC Premium, FCC, RoHS, IP20. It has an impact rating of IK09 and is backed by a 5-year trusted warranty. It's an ideal choice for lighting large interior areas. It's also controls ready. And the biggest feature is it has Opti-Select, allowing you to select from 3 distributions, 90 by 90, 45 by 100, and 65 by 95. You do this by simply using a switch. There are 4 models ranging from the S165 to the S400 with 3 wattage selectable options and 3 CCT selectable options of 3,500, 4,000, and 5,000 K, which is excellent because it aids in ensuring the right lumen output and the right CCT is used for that specific application, as well as the different environments, and it provides the greatest amount of customization during installation, and as I always say, inventory reduction too. Lumens range from as low as 15,750 to as high as 60,000 and up to 160 lumens per watt. These are available in 120 to 347 or 277 to 480, and all of them come with 0 to 10 volt dimming. There are also 3 sizes depending upon wattage, which are roughly 18 by 12, 23 by 12 and a half-ish, 25.5 by roughly 15.5. All of them are around 2 inches deep. They all perform well in temperature ratings from -40 Fahrenheit to 122 Fahrenheit. They have a superior and super impressive rated life of 100,000 hours at L70. That's over 11 years of continuously burned. They also have 6 kV of surge protection included, and this means not only does it protect the luminaire from potential damage, but it also supports long-term performance and compliance with electrical standards. And of course, here are the NAID codes for this product. You can also scan the QR code for additional specifications.
We hoped you enjoyed this Level Up product training. Be sure to scan the QR for your certificate. You can also send any questions regarding this PPT or quiz to LightPoint Midwest at ledvance.com.